They must have left because their name is different again. Ms. Stevenson, did you all talk to Kenny?
Yes, Your Honor, that case is ready.
Okay. All right, Mr. McCreary, I'm ready.
I don't know how this stuff works. I'm new to this, so I'm
okay. Well, sir, hold on now. Are you okay? Okay. Just okay. All right, this is case number. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. All right, this is case number 02-561-9901. The people of the state of Michigan versus Carnell McCrary. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pre-trial conference. Appearances, please, Ms. Ritter.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Mr. McCrary, your name?
Carnell Michael McCreary, ill, all lowercase, not the all caps, corporation.
Nobody writes the name in all caps. All right. So today is the date set for a pretrial conference. And Mr. McCrary, I understand that you are representing yourself. So how do you wish to proceed, sir?
First and foremost, if I may address the court and ask the court a few questions, with all due respect, may I speak?
I don't answer questions to counsel. I don't answer questions. That's not my role.
Well, I just wanted to say, you know, when I first came onto the Zoom, I felt that this court was disrespectful and restrained my First Amendment right to allocate myself here in this courtroom. And I'm not saying this as a personal attack, but that's just how I felt.
Hey, Mr. McCrary, all due respect, I'm not interested in your feelings, sir. I'm here to conduct court. So let's conduct court. How do you wish to proceed as it relates to your court matter?
I would challenge the plenary jurisdiction of this court as outlined by state Supreme Court.
Today is not the date for a motion. If you would like to file a motion with the court, I can give you a motion hearing date. But otherwise, I want to know as it relates to this pretrial conference where you've indicated that you want to represent yourself. It is your responsibility to understand the rules of court and how to represent yourself. Today is only the date set for a pretrial conference. As it relates to the pretrial conference, how do you wish to proceed?
Well, if I may speak without being restrained again by the court.
You're going to be restrained every time you go off course. So understand every time you go off course, you're going to be restrained. You're going to be restrained in the same way that I would restrain any other person, any other lawyer, any other person who's not coming to court and addressing the court in the way that you're supposed to address the court for the pre-trial conference. So I'm asking you, Mr. McCrary, as it relates to the pre-trial conference, how do you wish to proceed?
I would like to ask that this court remove itself under MCR 2.003 for judicial bias. And once this motion
is denied, anything further?
Well, I would like to have it sent to the chief judge as required by the rule.
Mr. Flanagan, please call the chief judge and let him know that there's a request for recusal by Mr. McCrary and ask him how does he wish to proceed with the hearing for Mr. McCrary.
Yes, Your Honor. In code of judicial conduct, judge. And I haven't been
doing this for 16 years. I know what I'm supposed to do. So, Mr. McCrary, I'm addressing your request on the recusal. So everything else, we're going to stop talking until I hear from the chief judge as to whether he wants you to come now or if he's going to give you a date.
Okay.
Thank
The
you.
rule, man. You send me
Okay, thank
beforehand.
you, Mr. McQuarrie. Thank you, Mr. McQuarrie.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
they indicated that he would need to file a motion for recusal before you, and if you deny that, it then goes to the chief judge.
He already
Well,
did. I accepted his oral motion. I denied it. So tell them it's denied. I'm not requiring him to file a written motion. The court rules don't require a written motion. He requested thank you for affirmation, but I don't need it. He requested the recusal and I denied it. So ask them how do they want to proceed. I can sign an order of denial if they want me to just do an order of denial, but I've denied the recusal request.
Yes, Your Honor, the order of denial needs to be signed.
And then they're going to give him a date. In past times, some chief judges take the matter up immediately. So I just want to know, do they want me to give them a date?
Do you want her to give a date for that, or? Okay. Your Honor, no date. They said just sign the order and we'll bring it up. They'll contact them for a date.
All right. So, Mr. McQuarrie, please contact my courtroom. Make sure that my clerk has your current contact information. And apparently the chief judge's office is going to contact you with respect to your request for recusal. I will sign an order denying your request and then forward that to the chief. Okay?
Who do my call? The clerk? What is not?
Sir, if you just, I promise you, I've been on the bench for 16 years, and I promise you, if you just let me talk, everything you want to know will be revealed. I promise you. Okay. So as I was saying, you're going to contact my courtroom, and my courtroom phone number is 313-965. And you will speak with the clerk. Make sure the clerk has your current contact information so that the chief judge's office can contact you with respect to your hearing on my denial of your request for recusal. Anything further with respect to this matter? Please don't unmute. Who is saying hello?
Oh, can I speak or no?
Oh, well, what else is there, Mr. McQuarrie?
I would like to just say this, Judge. I have nothing personal with you. It's just that
Mr. McQuarrie, I don't take things personally. Ms. McQuarrie, let me say something to you. So since we're talking, let's talk. If you would let the matter proceed, this is an old case. So let me just say this. This case is from 2002. And correct. Maybe if you had watched my courtroom on YouTube, maybe you would have seen how these old cases from 2002 are handled. And then we could have came on here and it would have been handled the same way. However, we're going to proceed in the manner that you wish to proceed. And so I'm not going to keep going on because you asked me to recuse myself. I have denied the recusal. You have requested an appeal. I have granted that appeal. And that concludes the matter. Is there anything further that is needed for the record? Because you don't have to tell me it's not personal. I could care less about, I don't take things personal. Why would I take things personal?
I take it personal because as a black man, a 50-year-old man.
This has nothing to do with you being a 50-year-old black man. This has anything to do with you being a defendant in this courtroom. Is there any legal thing for the record? Is there any legal matter for the record?
The prosecutor's office has committed a felony against me.
Okay, well, you can address that with whoever. You can address that with the appropriate parties, but I'm not. All right, so I'm going to assume that this matter, as it relates to the pretrial conference for Mr. McQuarrie, is concluded, unless there's something for the record on behalf of the people.
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, then,
Yeah,
sir. You're all set. You have a great day, and you stay safe.
oh yeah.
All right, I'm ready on Young. Okay, this is case number 204480501. The people of the state of Michigan versus Tina Nicole Cunningham. Defendant is charged with, I don't know. Ms. Ritter, what is this defendant charged with?
Judge, the charge is molesting and disturbing workers.
Molesting
And disturbing workers.
You said molesting and disturbing workers?
Yes, Judge.
What is that?
Judge, molest can be a word used for like pest or harass. Opposed to
I
the
never
other
heard it
meaning.
used like that. Molesting mean I'm molesting. You saying this is a non-sexual molesting? I never heard of this before ever in my life. I've been practicing law 30 years. You said it's a non-sexual molesting of a person?
Mm-hmm. Like it's
I know.
defined
I'm
as
gonna look
pest
it up
or
now.
harass.
I'm going. Okay,
I learned that the other day.
You did, and you were so excited because you knew that I wasn't going to know it because nobody uses molest in that way. No, okay. 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 Let me look, let me get educated on a word that I thought I knew the definition of. Okay, so she's charged with molesting and disturbing a worker. Ms. Stevenson, your appearance, please.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Tina Cunningham. Ms. Cunningham, ma'am, good morning. Please tell the judge your full name.
Good morning, Tina Nicole Cunningham.
Here for arraignment. Standing mute, ways of reading.
I'm still reading this definition because hold on. Oh, and it okay. Then the dictionary says somewhat old-fashioned. They get a real definition up here, and then the second definition it says somewhat old-fashioned because they need to change this to annoy, disturb, or persecute a person or animal, especially with hostile intent or injurious effect. I never seen that definition. Okay, so I'm gonna let it go. All right, Miss Stevenson, is the date set for an arraignment?
Okay, so we're going to stand mute. After the plea of not guilty be entered on her behalf, and that the matter be set for pretrial conference. We're also asking for personal bond if Ms. Cunningham didn't post a bond, and I would also ask for discovery due to the nature of the charge, Your Honor.
I want the discovery too, but I guess
okay.
I can't get it. Okay. The court is going to enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Cunningham, and I will set the matter for a pretrial conference. I'll set it for that July. Well, okay. Help me with an understanding again, so that I can determine if there's a complaining witness. So she's accused of molesting and disturbing some workers. Is that how, Miss Ritter? Can you just tell me what the allegations are?
Yes, Judge. So the allegations are that Ms. Cunningham allegedly had an incident with workers from the Landmark Property Management Company.
Workers from the land, and so she's accused of like what?
Ms. Cunningham, please exercise your right to remain silent. Thank you, ma'am.
Judge, I'm just looking up the case.
Yeah.
I have limited information at this time.
So she's accused of doing something to a group of people?
Correct. From that company.
Okay. All right, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do for this particular case. I'm going to set a pretrial conference and order discovery. So I'm going to set a pretrial conference for September the 7th. Pretrial September 7th. Discovery should be submitted to defense by August the 7th. All right, the court is going to set the, Mr. Flanagan, did she already post a bond?
No, Your Honor.
Court is going to set bond in the amount of $1,000 personal bond, no assault contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Cunningham. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Ritter.
All right, Ms. Cunningham, you're all set until September 7th at 8:25. If your internet doesn't work or whatever reason I couldn't handle your case on yesterday, then you need to come in person that day. Otherwise, you are free to Zoom in. Have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you, Your Honor. Must speak with my attorney, please?
Not at this moment, but she'll call you later today.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Henley, turn on your video. We're ready for you. All right, this is, whoops, I'm sorry. Let me turn on my video. Apologize. And of course, I just ran out of paper. This is case number 235558501, the people of the state of Michigan versus Justin Charles Henley. The defendant is charged with one count of attempt police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Today is the date set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Mr. Haydar, your appearance?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Good morning. Mark Hyder, appearing on behalf of Justin Henley, P35143. He is participating by Zoom this morning.
Mr. Henley, please unmute and state your name for the court.
Justin Henley, ma'am.
No problem. Mr. Henley, is your middle name Charles?
Correct.
Right. Today is the date set for sentencing. The court has had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report. With respect to the report, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections on behalf of the people?
Judge, the people had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report. I don't see any additions, deletions, or corrections on our behalf.
All right. On behalf of the defense?
None, Your Honor.
Okay. With respect to sentencing, is there anything on behalf of the people?
Judge, there was a plea agreement in this matter for a 12-month term of probation with no objection to delayed or any other conditions set by the court. Looking at the probation recommendation, I am asking the court to adopt the recommendation from probation, Your Honor. With respect to the no contact provision for the complainant witness, Mr. Jonathan Heiliger, it looks like he was an officer in this instance. I'm asking the court to amend the recommendation from no contact with Officer Heiliger to no assaultive contact with Officer Heiliger due to the fact that he is part of DPD, Your Honor. So I don't want to interfere with police investigation if Mr. Henley comes in contact with the officer again.
All right.
I don't have a problem with that, Your Honor.
All right. And then anything on behalf of your client with respect to sentencing?
Your Honor, he's eager to move forward. He apologizes for this mistake. The recommendations are reasonable. I think that in talking with him, he's taking this matter very seriously and wants to move forward and will be a good probationer and hopefully you'll adopt the agreement and allow a delayed sentence so this doesn't follow him for the rest of his life. Thank you.
And Mr. Henley, would you like to make any statement on your own behalf, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay. I was confused then. I'm a little confused, and so I'm just going to make a statement. Mr. Henley, when he spoke to probation, I'm looking at page 4. When he spoke to probation, and of course he doesn't have to make a statement ever. He never has to make a statement. When he spoke to probation and they asked him for a statement, he did say something that was interesting to me. He said self-defense, retaliation. And I was just trying to figure out, how does one self-defend against the police if they're engaging in the lawful execution of their duties? And
yeah, Your Honor, we spoke about that. Like, I don't think he was referring to what with the police, which, he got charged with resisting. I think he was talking about the earlier incident where he thought these people had done something, and then he went and retaliated. Yeah, so I just think his emotions got the best of him that day. He knows he was wrong. We've discussed this, and I hope that his emotion got the best.
Yeah, thank you for that. Because that's some good information, because I was confused. And then I said, based upon what is listed in the police description of the offense, and they was telling him to stop. And then so now, okay. So I'm also just gonna say, I mean, I know, I'm Black. If y'all didn't know, I'm African American. So I grew up in the Black community. So, and I know that, our interactions with police have not always been, good, and it has caused some trepidation, some reluctance on our parts. I get it, I understand, but I want us to stop running so easily from the police, because it could cost you your life, Mr. Henley. That reaction, that thing that's in us, and maybe you ran because you knew you were doing something maybe that you didn't have any business doing, because you was trying to retaliate against people who you thought did something to you. That could cost you your life. And we only get one. It's not like the television. And I mean, I don't know if you believe in reincarnation. I always feel like with people who do believe in reincarnation, if I'm not going to remember the last time I was here, I mean, it don't matter then. If I come back as something else, if I can't remember, I don't remember this particular life. So as far as this life goes, we only get one of them. So I want you to make better choices. I want you to think about those type of decisions. But notwithstanding Mr. Henley, he has a prior record, but it's from quite some time ago. So notwithstanding that, the court is going to accept the recommendation from probation for and accept the plea agreement for a 12-month probationary period. And since the people have no objection to a delayed sentence, the court will also sentence Mr. Henley to a delayed sentence under 771.1. The 12-month probationary period will end if we get to that point. June the 5th of 2024, that would be the final review date. However, Mr. Henley, according to the new legislation, would also be eligible for an early discharge if he successfully completes his probation and at the halfway point. And so the court will set a review for the halfway point to see if Mr. Henley is eligible for early discharge. You shall have no assaultive contact with the complaining witness, who is the officer. The court did note that you tested positive for marijuana without a medical marijuana card. So just be aware that that I'm not allowing it without a medical marijuana card. You shall submit to urinalysis every other month. Well, I'm not going to say that. You shall submit to urinalysis random, and I'm just saying I want like 2 tests. So whenever probation calls you, I want 2 tests by the 6-month mark. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, 2 tests. And then I think those are all the conditions. Yeah, so if you have completed the class, if you haven't tested positive for anything, you don't have any outstanding balance with the court, and you don't have any open warrants. So that's good. Keep that up. So if you don't have any open warrants and you pay the money and complete the class, that's pretty much. And if you don't test positive for any prohibited substance, you're going to be discharged at the halfway point. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We will mail a copy of the court's order to the West Euclid address, and probation will call you at the phone number ending in 1373. Anything further?
No, you already know, bless me.
All right.
Nothing.
Not from the
Thank you.
All right, then we're all set. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe.